Alright, it's Saturday. May the 4th be with you. And it was warm last night with the cloud cover, so she started up nice. So, pretty happy about that. I'll let her warm up a bit. Okay, opted for a nice cruise down Snake Hill. As long as it doesn't full on rain, my choice of a tire should be okay. Just brake check. Oh, come on, dude, don't do it. I'm grateful that guy waited. I just need to set up when I hit those tracks. Brace for impact. Although this bike has shocks, I really don't think they've ever been maintained. So she is feeling a little stiff, and I'm going to drag the rear brake a little. Doing just under 60k. There we go. Take a little. Oh, get a little recursion there. Whoops. I don't have anything blocking that recursion. This is why I need a lady mechanic that knows what she's doing. I have some little shark fin short shocks, which would make this bike stupidly loud. Which would be fun, but I'm not quite ready for that where I live. Like, they'd probably persecute me even more. I'd get nailed to a cross out in the parking lot. But that just, you basically got to put a little chunk of a spoon at the end of your pipe to stop that full-on airflow getting sucked back. I think that's what it is. When the piston stroke changes, you can get a bit of it right back in. Causes the dreaded but cool sounding little bit of backfire. I don't know if it's super dangerous or anything, but I guess the same thing would happen if you were running, I guess, what do you call it, drag pipes on a motorcycle, just headers, like, you know. Okay, it's before 10 a.m., probably about quarter to 10 now, on a Saturday, May the 4th, after the Canucks closed out their series against Nashville last night. So I think I actually got my first really good sleep, or decent sleep, in about a week. And I really wanted to just enjoy that feeling and not do anything today. Like, just stay at home and continue to recover, you know, chill. But I realized it's probably gonna rain for real tomorrow. So if I'm gonna ride, today's gotta be the day. So I had to motivate. I was praying and fasting as per usual on the weekend, both because it saves me money to skip until brunch time, like 10:30, 11 a.m., and then just have a big pot of tea, and then that just rolls into dinner. So I essentially skip a little bit of the morning, or I basically skip lunch by moving breakfast forward a little. Total, I want to say mind F, like just messing with my mind to pray and read things like Ecclesiastes. Pretty cool. I have read it. I've read the Bible cover to cover, I think, twice in my life. But you do not memorize all of it. And certain times you just sort of blah, blah, blah. You go through it pretty quick. And you go back to it now as an adult with a little bit of wisdom. Hashtag TM wisdom. And you realize that that's not what it meant. Like, what you thought is actually not what that means. So you go, ooh, okay. Mr. Know-It-All has to redo his mindset about, for example, I recently, I've been upping my devotionals. You'll have to look that up, what it means, if you don't know what it means, but essentially you got to do them if you're doing a course like what I'm doing. So been upping my game in that area, and it is having an effect. I'm just not quite sure, you know, what is the effect or how it's all going to turn out. Yeah. There we go. I'm hauling ass now because everybody else is hauling ass. I'm sorry for the swearing. I don't know if that's a swear word though. We've gone over that at some point. Woohoo! But yes, doing the devotionals, I read from the book of Genesis. And it seems that by chapter 6, God was done with man and his shenanigans. So that really kind of, it was a humbling session of reading the Bible in my truck. I go to work a little early and just take my time then. So I can skip the traffic, that kind of stuff. Okay, camera's rolling. Look at this gray day. Sort of checking out the bike. It's a little bouncy here, so I kind of get a little weirded out. Like the road is kind of rutted, and I do have a car right on my butt. That's not comfortable. There, he moved over it. Okay, didn't gear down. The road's pretty dry. Oh, that was a good bump. All right, just gotta stay calm through here, and then we're over the bridge. There we go. Oh, these saw cuts are horrible. All right, made it. I should get the t-shirt. Okay. There we go. I need to slow down because I'm going to get a ticket. Okay. Another bridge crossing brought to you by Rolling Blue Thunder. That good old bike. Seems to be idling nicely. It's good. Yeah, now it's all about the drag racing from traffic light to traffic light. This is kind of the, what do I want to say? This is the forte of this bike. You don't buy a Nightster to go across Canada, although I'd probably do it because I'm nuts. But this is where she shines, just ripping through the hood. That well. Yeah, I just totally, I can swear in about 8 languages with all the people I work with. Right? Am I right? Ask any seasoned kitchen veteran. He'll tell you. Kitchen vocab is in a world all of its own. Okay, yeah, we're getting busy out here. I'm stuck between two tube vans. Can't see anything. Not good. Dragging the rear brake a tiny bit here. Big cheap chicken shit. But that's how you gotta ride when you're over 50. I'm not kidding. It's enough adventure just to be on this thing and not dump it. So yeah, I don't need to show off out here. I just need to be aware. Be aware, ride with care. And wow, is it ever busy for a Saturday morning. Where did all these people come from? They are clearly not watching the Canucks. We must remember that everything we do is a reflection upon the baby Jesus. So I just can't get too nuts out here. I like having fun. I like the bike. I like bike. You can tell it's been a week since I've ridden this thing. I'm just peeking out here. Blissing out. Could be the fact I haven't eaten anything, but let's not get into that. On my lucky stars that now I actually have the power to get the F out of the way if I see something. So at least I can rely on some horses. Several horses. Not to mention, it's epically fun. And it gives me a lot of the same adrenaline I got pedaling bikes. But I still, it's pretty physical, but I still need to get, you know, training on the rollers and maybe even jogging. I don't know. With there's a shout out to the Shade Tree Surgeon channel, but I agree when he says that during the apocalypse, don't worry, the joggers will still be jogging. like people run in any conditions. Crazy stuff. Okay, got all the stuff done. Made the drop. I like my little badges. This one says live free or die, and then the other one says surrender the booty. I got those along with my pin out at the Abbotsford Vintage Bike Show. Last year. That was an awesome event. I was a little shy and awkward at it, but I really saw some really cool stuff. And I met this guy, Bentley. And that's his pin for his club. The Vintage Bike Club. Central Alberta Vintage Motorcycle Club. Just in case I try to ride across Canada and I don't make it past Alberta. I got a place to stop and hang out at a motorcycle museum in the middle of Alberta. That's what I would actually do if I broke down out there. This is such a great ride, Crosstown, on this bike. If I had another motorcycle, I'd probably still choose this bike for this type of intercity riding. Little, like hopping between boroughs, borough hopper. And gentlemen, never regret getting the 1200. It really is a bit of a she-wolf in sheep's clothing. This bike. She's got some punch, even though I don't use it very often. She's definitely got some get up. Giddy up. There we go. I'm gonna camera up through this nasty area here. People just do dumb things here. I've almost been clipped a couple times here. By guys like this on my left, who think it's cool to ride real close to me. Like in my blind spot. I'm sorry, but that spot is reserved for another motorcycle. That's the only other vehicle that should be right off my quarter, rear quarter. Yes, what I was talking about on the way out, on the ride out, was upping my devotionals. Oh my God, look at that, celebrate. I'm over 50,000 kilometers on this now. I took this bike over her 5.0. $50,000K. She's officially had the tar beaten out of her. Poor bike. But she started really well this morning. It was quite a bit warmer. I did park it with a full tank of gas, so that probably helped keep the condensation down through the week. So, yep, style points. But I watched, again, I watched a video of our favorite Florida biker. Shade Tree Surgeon had a video about replacing the ignition on these old Evo engines. So I might take a look at that. See how hard it is to get the cover off and just maybe get a look at it. See if that could be fouling up some of my startup efforts. Don't really know for sure. I am probably the world's worst mechanic, but I try. the one thing the Irish do best. We got a little bit of Irish blood, and yeah, hate. That's their thing. They know how to hate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not a healthy thing. Turns out third gear is the gear for this. I tried to get up into fourth, but then I didn't go anywhere. Listen to the bike. Again, I'm hearing my riding instructor's voice. Just listen to the bike. She will tell you what she wants. Really is like a marriage. That's probably the only way I got any action in my life, was I'm a pretty good listener. People tell me things they probably shouldn't. Okay, we're doing it. I got my little 80s flaming bandana flying on my neck. Throwback. Now we can gear up, eh? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm really grateful for the choice of a tire. I'm very comfortable. It's a little cooler today, but I'm still quite comfy. Oh, I would have been sweating and all ag-rotated. I made up a word, ag-rotate. I shall wave my hand and ag-rotate. I have no idea what it means. Agitated. That's what happens when I overheat on the bike. I get kind of worked up, and then the bike gets overheated, and then her and I just want to go home and cool off. Alright, I'm planning to use the Will Ferrell defense. Everybody's doing it. That's what you gotta do through here. People just, yeah, everybody's on my ass. Not quite. But I have a very fast Mustang, kind of like a, I don't know, weird car. Mustang convertible, no, SUV looking Mustang. Here it comes. Yeah, there you go. Calm down, it's bunching up ahead. Do a little panning with the head so you can see this beautiful, oh, I'm going a little too fast, aren't I? Well, darn it. going too fast, and she is also going too fast. And kind of swerving. What an awesome ride today. Oh. Heading back to the Lone Wolf Clubhouse. Down a little, there we go. I'm really tempted to fly right through here, but yeah, 12 degrees, it's still Canada. We're still in Canada. I haven't ridden to the tropics. And this is why you don't come around that corner at 80K. But wow. This has been a lot of fun. Good way to do your stuff. Yeah, I've been really just working hard at upping my own personal praying and prayer times. And carving that time out is a hard thing for all ministers and pastors and students like me. It's a hard thing. If you're like a Bible geek student, not only do you got to do the courses, but they expect you to start doing your daily stuff before you try to teach others. And in my case, I don't think I'll ever be connected permanently to a church. I'll be, you know, out in the world doing my thing like this, but I'll be ordained, hopefully. Well, the wind is picking up a little bit, and this is about an hour or two later. I took a break after my big Crosstown mission. And as per, this is probably the only dry day this weekend. I am basically sucking it up. When I got home, like the whole ride through fasting and prayer this morning and then doing that big ride was, by the time I got home and then I had a little sit down break with a cup of lukewarm mocha. And I kind of wanted to get a magic marker and write hashtag STFU. Like, this is the new normal. For so many people, you know, it's like lukewarm mocha, because I cannot afford to go out, you know, with the tip. It's like $8-9 to get a mocha at an actual, you know, barista style. So yeah, with the interest rates being what they are, this is the new normal. Lukewarm mocha. My little cup of STFU. It's how we save money. You know, anybody can do it if I can do it. Just gotta not be doing the skip the dishes. And unfortunately, as much as I want to support tourism, I'm staying local and having massive adventures chasing the local crows up and down the street. Crows remember people, and I'm pretty unique, so I'm pretty sure they all know who I am. I'm just going to let the camera roll through this intersection, hopefully, because this is where bad things happen. I did have a nice brunch at home, a bit of a late brunch. just a quick local errand of high adventure. There's the, I think that's a library parking lot and part of the, good. Timing. Execution. Delivery. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit. I just knew that car was going to have trouble seeing me even if I got in the right position. So I thought, hey, if I just back off, they'll go for it. And look what happened. I created space for another human being. How quaint. Oh yeah. Archer Sealov gets his first shutout. Yes, things you do when you're 23. Oh, envelope. Nice little local rip. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to bail at this guy. Moving to the right, ironically, seems counterintuitive, but it gives me that extra half a second to get further away forward, so he misses me. And somehow the angles work out. If there's a car, if I'm coming around a car, you'll see me quicker if I'm in the right lane position of the lane. What we call here in Canada, position 3. Position 1 being where I am now, and you work your way to the right. So this here, yo, is lane position 2. But I prefer here, kind of, so buddy can see me in his rear view. Relaxed. Here's a big bump. Yeah, I need to get these shocks figured out or learn how to maintain them. There's so much you need to learn. And so little time. I need to retire. And become my own mechanic, basically. Trying to find the lowest point here. Scrape. to get the car behind me to realize I'm trying not to take my damn kickstand off on the speed bumps. Yeah, that guy's kind of hauling. Here we go. Yeah, only reason that you know what didn't hit me is she saw the camera. Shield down because I saw a big bumblebee. Getting that in the face isn't fun. I've had that happen. Not cool. Although it's a little bit expensive now, they do still stock some of the specific indica I really like. Oh, I'm just hooked on this stuff. It's really mellow, but it kind of knocks me out at night really nice. I get into video game mode or watching movies. Really keeping me out of trouble. And it's great for pain relief as well. So yeah, good. Out here West Coast, I don't know what people do in other parts of Canada, but West Coast, the indica and indica hybrids, I actually think this might be a hybrid, but it's mostly indica. But anyway, it's good, and it's on me gear down. Oh, I can't get behind that slow ass biker. Yeah, that's the irony of me owning a Harley at this age. I have so much power, but I also have a tiny bit of wisdom. Just to let that aggressive driver go ahead of me, no worries. He was already crowding behind me a little, so look at that. Now I got space. You just chill, watch that local dude. You miss all the locals when you're in a car. But on a bike, you just have that heightened awareness. You just see the world a little bit more crisp, clear. It's kind of interesting. A little more adrenaline drip while you travel. Just like cycling, it's very similar. I guess doing anything is a little bit dangerous. That's why we do things like this. Guy's very nice. Okay. So just up the hill there on the right is where they do the viewing parties for the Canucks outdoors, which I would probably attend one or two, but to go to every one, I don't know. If I had somebody with me, maybe. Yeah, it might be fun. We're going against Edmonton. I was listening to Sportsnet Radio, all the gossip. Can't believe my camera's still going. Oh yeah, dude. Yes. And this is the reason why Harley Davidsons were invented, right? Am I right? For scoring some weed for the clubhouse? I say clubhouse, easy tiger. It's one-man clubhouse so far. Because I don't have anybody in my life I can actually trust. But that's another long story. Ugh. I can trust rolling blue thunder. I'm married to this machine. She keeps me loyal. If I disrespect this bike, she will dump me right on my ass at 90 kilometers per hour. You cannot disrespect your bike. Absolutely. I eat a lot of humility, a lot of humble pie because of this motorcycle. Like today, I mean, I am a little amped up. Like, you know, I had a mocha, I had chocolate and coffee, my two favorite things, and then I had some breakfast, late brunch. So I had sugar and, you know, all food and happiness. So typical younger me would have been really aggressive on this thing. But on the way home, I'm packing an ounce of weed. I don't need to act like a freaking jackass. You know, all I need is, you know, to get in the ding up right now. And then they go, oh gee, look at what he's got on the bike. So yeah, if you're going shopping for this, you need to behave yourself.